do the thing. I mean, okay, I guess we're doing it. No, it's pretty good. Sliders. All right, friends. Well, you guys like win a prize for being here because apparently it's very hard to get to yoga in the morning. Yay, thank you for being here. It's been a while since I've been in the Life Center, so good to be back. I'll be here next week, and I think even the following week, and then Mosaic the last weekend of the month. Special things coming up. Tomorrow I'm teaching a Zoom breathwork. I don't know if anybody's interested in that, but it's kind of cool doing it on Zoom because you can have your own space, your own privacy. And I still think you can get a really valuable experience out of it. So it's tomorrow at 7 if you're interested in that. And then Tuesday nights now, I'm going to be teaching an outdoor class like through the summer, as long as the weather is nice. I was going to do it in my backyard, but it's just too crowded back there. So my friend Kelly is letting me use her house, and her house is like right off Foothill, pretty much right by like Foothill Village, and then it's just a little bit east up the hill. So if you're interested in that, if you're interested in coming 7 p.m. on Tuesdays, message me and I'll give you the address, or you can just ask me after class and I'll give it to you. And then this Saturday, so the 16th coming up, is my in-person breathwork and sound experience at the local co-op, which is also the same place as Mosaic if you've been there. So it's $25. It's like an hour of pretty much breathing and then a half hour of sound. And I always have this month I have an 18-year-old girl who just rocks it on the drums. So she'll be accompanying me and I'll have my cymbals. So yeah, I think that's all I can think of. And any questions before we get started? Comments, concerns? Good. Okay, we'll do it. Maybe just like 75 minutes today, not 90 minutes. That crime's always like, maybe it was 60 minutes today. Okay. She's like, I want 90. Okay. You just add your 10 push-ups in every chaturanga. Okay, guys, let's start in child's pose. So find your way to child's pose. And you don't have to go right into your child's pose and just be still. If you want to kind of slowly make your way there, maybe stretch a little bit. You can walk your hands to one side. You can walk your hands to the other side. You can roll your forehead against the ground, kind of give it a nice little massage. Sometimes I like rolling my forehead against the ground and kind of bringing awareness to my third eye. So just whatever resonates for you, and then eventually settle in, find stillness, and just rest. And then take these first couple moments to really fully arrive here in this space. So obviously, you've all made it here physically, and sometimes that's the hardest part. Let's see if you can now really bring yourself here energetically, emotionally, mentally. So everything else outside these walls, everything else just kind of falls away for the next little while. And just notice how the ground feels underneath you. Notice the air on your skin, your clothes on your skin. Just the sensation of that. Notice what's inside of you. So energetically, how do you feel? Maybe you're super tired, you're dragging this morning, or maybe you're really energized and ready to move. Neither one is right or wrong. We're not trying to fix or change or control. We're just noticing what's going on, noticing how we feel. Even notice any emotions that you might have brought with you, any emotions that you might have kind of moving through your physical body, where you feel them, how they feel, heavy or light. Maybe there's a color that you visualize. So feel free to get as intuitive here as you want, just as you connect to your body, as you connect to your breath. So start to feel your breath moving in and out, rising and falling, expanding, contracting. Next time you inhale, very intentionally fill up as big as you can. See if you can feel your low belly, low back inflate and expand. And then big open mouth sigh, let it go. Ah. Do that a couple more times. Inhale, fill up. Take a moment to pause in fullness and see if you can sip in a little bit extra. When you are ready, open mouth sigh, let it go. Ah. One more time. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Imagine you're waking your body up with this big deep breath from the inside. Hold in fullness, sip in a little more, breathe in bigger than you thought you could. And then big exhale, let it go, sigh it out. Ah. As you are ready, rise up to hands and knees. And you can start to move through either cat-cows or just any intuitive, creative movement, creative exploration that feels good in your body. And as you begin this movement, also cultivate your Ujjayi breath. So see if you can start to not only feel your breath as it moves through you, but also hear your breath. The inhale is like you're taking a really deep, slow motion gas. The exhale is like you're fogging up a window, and then your lips seal on top of the breath. So you're fogging up a window inside your body. You're starting to build your own internal heat. So as you move, as you explore physically, also use your breath to create more space, to feel into the tight places, those hard edges. Send your breath there. Maybe you keep your eyes closed for this first little bit and allow yourself to get out of your head. So that's where we reside, just kind of by default, most of our lives. We think our way through. And a lot of times we have to, so there's nothing wrong with that. But for this practice, can you allow yourself to get out of your head, your thinking, talking, judging mind, and just feel from the inside, feel from your body. So it's about your felt experience, your felt senses. Take about 3 to 5 more rounds, just moving in this way. When you feel ready, downward facing dog is our eventual destination. So you can start your transition back in your own time and even in your own way. Good job, friends. Once you are back in down dog, keep the exploration going. Keep pedaling out your heels. Maybe shift your hips around side to side. Maybe even windshield wiper your heels side to side. Roll onto the outer edge of one foot, inner edge of the other, and then switch it up. So anything that calls to you from your down dog, you can even lift one leg, stretch it out, and then the other. See if you can feel in your down dog a connection to your center. So imagine there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button, and it's literally pulling up towards the ceiling and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So how would that feel? Can you feel a lift that comes from your center? Push the ground away with your fingertips. So rather than feeling like energy is moving down into your hands, feel like energy is moving up from your hands. Maybe you keep a big bend in your knees. Maybe that works better for your body. That's perfectly fine. And then check back in. Is your breath still there? Is it still big, powerful, spacious? Can you still feel the bottom of each exhalation? Can you take each exhale all the way to empty? Good poses, you guys. Take one more big inhalation. Maybe lift your hips even higher. Grow your side bodies longer. Exhale, look to the top of your yoga mat. Step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Give yourself just a moment to be in your fold. So I would suggest feet hips width distance apart or even a little bit wider for this first one. All 10 toes face forward. And then ragdoll pose. Grab opposite elbows overhead and just let your upper body be heavy. Let it sway a little. Let it bob a little bit. So again, it's like you've got that rope attached to your belly button, pulling straight up towards the ceiling, and you're like a rag doll, you're dangling. So allow yourself to embody that. Head heavy, neck relaxed, face soft. Maybe even buzz your lips like a horse. So you have to relax the muscles in your face to make that noise. So play with it. See how long you can buzz. See how much you can relax. Get out of your head. Get into your body. Take a couple more rounds in your forward fold. See if you can lift your sit bones higher. Weight slightly forward in your feet. Forearms, crown of your head a little closer to the ground. Next time you breathe in, release your elbows. Find a halfway lift position. So spine nice and long, parallel to the ground. It's like you're gazing over the edge of a diving board. Exhale, bow and fold. Do that once more. Halfway lift. Stick your butt out behind you. Top of your head reaches forward. Exhale, let it go. And then let your arms and your head hang heavy. Roll one vertebra at a time up to stand. So ever so slowly, take your time. And then at the very, very top, your head stacks. Take a few rolls with your shoulders up, back, and down. And then eventually, shoulders roll back and down, palms open towards the front of the room, receptive. You can place your feet the way you like them. So if you prefer big toes touching, awesome. If you like hips width distance, awesome. Just be intentional with your stance. Close your eyes. Keep your arms down by your sides. This is a mountain pose. So feel as if you are embodying a mountain. Root through your feet. Draw up through the crown of your head. Broaden your shoulders. Neutral pelvis, neutral spine. And with your eyes closed, just feel the energy moving and flowing through you from the inside. If you have a personal intention that you would like to set for your practice today, for your day, for your week, for your month, please feel free to focus in on that now. Visualize it. Maybe it's just a word. Maybe it's a mantra. So something that makes sense to you. Stay as you are. Breathe in as big as you can. And imagine you're breathing your intention into every single space inside of you. Hold in fullness, let it circulate around, and then big sigh to send it out into the universe. Let go of how it shows up. Ha, Ujjayi breath, arms to the sky, stretch tall. Exhale, swan dive down. So see if you can take the entire length of your exhale to slowly dive, then release. Beautiful. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Spine long, back of your neck long. Exhale, fold and bow. Ha. Root through your feet. This time reverse swan dive. So lead with your heart to rise. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's flow through that a couple times. Half sun salutes. Inhale, reach, high mountain. Exhale, maybe you bend your knees a lot, stick your butt out, reach your heart forward, take it all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, spine long, back of your neck long. And exhale, let it go. Fold deeply, navel to spine connection. Press into your feet, lead with your heart and rise. Inhale, arms to the sky. Beautiful, friends. And exhale, hands to your heart. One more like that. Moving meditation. Maybe you keep your eyes closed. High mountain. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive down. You are in no rush. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. And exhale, bow, fold, empty all the way out. Press into your feet, heart leads, rise up. Stretch tall, arms to the sky as you inhale. And hands to heart, exhale, connect back with you. This time, inhale, take your arms up. And then let's add a little side body stretch. So right arm under, left arm over, yin yang variation. So bring a little more weight into your left foot. And then imagine somebody's pulling on both of your wrists in opposite directions. So left foot is rooted. You might even reach your right tiptoes out to the right. Reach as far as you can. Take one more round. Inhale back to center, root through your feet. And then other side as you exhale, left arm under, right arm on top, hips over to the right, most of your weight in your right foot. Left toes out to the left if you want. So rather than just kind of lazy arms, reach through your fingertips. Imagine someone's pulling on your hands or pulling on your wrist. Good. And then breathe into your right side. See if you can make your waistline longer. Make the space in between your ribs a little bigger. Take one more round. Inhale, come back to center, arms reach up. And then as you exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. And then if you can, start to reach your hands back. If you'd like, press your palms together if that's available to you. That'll intensify it a little bit. And then you could also create a little baby back bend. So maybe heart lifts up as your knuckles reach down. Press your hips gently forward as you hug in with your inner thighs. Good. Nice, Andrea. Take one more big inhale. Keep your clasp. Exhale. Lead with your heart. Hinge at your hips. Slow dive down. So relax your neck at the bottom. Let your head be heavy. It might feel really good to take your feet wider than your hips. Might feel really good to bend your knees a lot. See if you can lift your butt higher. Weight slightly forward in your feet. So feel that connection to center. It'll help you balance. Lift your butt, lift your knuckles, possibly even start to reach your knuckles forward. Relax your neck, soften your face. One more great big inhale. Nice, Caleb. Exhale, hands to your low back, then release your clasp. Let your arms hang down. You can give them a little shake out if you'd like. Next time you breathe in, spinal extension. So realign, lots of length. And exhale, nice, Jossie. Fold, plant your hands, step back to plank this time. So top of a push-up, pause for just a moment, check in, find your strength. So spread your fingers wide and actively push the ground away. So you're not sinking into your elbows and your wrists. You're using your muscles, your chest muscles, even your pectoral muscles are engaged. See if you can start to take little tiny baby rocks forward and back. So just like you are sawing through wood or cutting through a loaf of bread with your body, nothing changes in your position, but you should feel it in your hands, in your fingers, in your wrists, in your ankles, in your toes. Yes, good. Nice, Patricia. Next time you inhale, find that little rock forward. You're on your tippy toes, or knees come down to modify. Exhale, lower just halfway. Strong arms, strong belly. You can do it. Inhale, push back up, high plank. Do that one more time. Exhale, rock forward, lower halfway. Hold until you're emptying your breath. Inhale, push back up. And then one more, all the way to your belly this time. So slow motion all the way down. Spider-Man Cobra. Hands come out wide onto the hardwood floor. Lift to your fingertips. Elbows face the sky. Lift your heart. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, take a little twist to your right side and dip your left shoulder down. Inhale, come back to center. Press into your fingertips. Lift your heart. Tone your low belly. Exhale, other side. Twist. Go one more time each way with your own breath, feeling into your own body. Feel your shoulders, spine, front body, back body, side body. Stay aware of your lower body as well. Eventually, an inhale will bring you back to center. No rush, and you can hold there for an extra breath or two if it feels good. Downward facing dog when you are ready. Transition intentionally. So not just kind of with no awareness, mindlessly popping up into a down dog, but how do you want to get there? Move with your breath, move with intention. Once you're in down dog, you've got about 5 rounds. So again, you can move and explore, or you can find stillness and just feel the movement of your breath inside of you. Maybe make those teeny tiny micro adjustments. So the ones that I probably don't see if I'm looking at you, but you feel them on the inside, and they do make a difference. They can completely change what you are getting out of a pose. They can completely change the muscles that you are working in a pose, or the muscles that you are lengthening in a pose. So keep paying attention and exploring. Keep being curious. So even though you've done down dog probably hundreds of times, right now today, how does it feel? And how can you adjust to be more skillful in your body, to be more efficient in your body, to get more juice out of the posture? Awesome job, you guys. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. And exhale, gaze forward, however you want to get there. Feet to the top of your mat, forward fold. Once you have arrived, find your halfway lift position, big inhalation, fill up with breath as you lengthen. Nice pause, and then exhale, fold, bow. Root through your feet and rise all the way up, arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. All right, inhale, arms reach up. Let's take a different side body stretch this time. So grab your left wrist with your right hand and then up and over to the right, send your hips to the left. So more weight in your left foot. If you've got a lot of weight in your right foot, it's really hard to find length in your left side. So press into your left foot and move your hips over to the left. Right foot is light against the ground. It might even float out or up. Breathe into your left side body. Keep your left shoulder back and down, plugged into the socket. And then gently tug with your right arm. So as you tug with your right arm, you're resisting with your left arm. There's stability that's being built. Take one more round. And as you inhale, back to center, switch your grip, grab your right wrist, other side, exhale, hips to the right, upper body to the left. So think of a crescent moon. That's what you're trying to create with your body. More weight in your right foot. Stay rooted through the inner edge of right foot. Left toes can reach out, or you can even hover your left foot right above the ground. Right shoulder is plugged in. As you gently pull with your left arm, resist with your right. Breathe into the space between your right ribs. Breathe into your right waistline. See if you can elongate with just a big, deep breath. One more round. Inhale, back to center. Baby back bend with your exhale. So cactus your arms, squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades, curl open. Inhale, re-extend and realign. Reach high. Swan dive all the way down. Stick your butt out. Good. Make it feel good. Halfway lift with your inhalation. How much length can you create? And exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank or modified vinyasa, however you would like. So add some push-ups, skip it completely, take it on your knees, wherever you want to go. Move with your breath. Move with intention. Nice job. Once you're back in your down dog, reconnect. Recalibrate, notice, feel, observe. All right, inhale, take your right leg to the sky. So three-legged dog. Go ahead today. I don't care if you keep your hips square, if you open your hips. So do whatever feels good to you. If you want to roll out your ankle, if you want to bend your knee, even circle your knee a few times. Just feel into your three-legged dog. Keep pushing into the ground with your fingers, lengthening through your side bodies. Keep breathing, slow, steady breaths. Take one more huge inhale and reach your right leg super high. Hips can be square or open, I don't care. Just lots of length.
Exhale, right knee to your nose. So curl in, hollow out. Stay here as you breathe in. See if you can lift through your waistline. You should be on your back, tippy toes. And then exhale, step forward, low lunge. Rise up to your crescent lunge as you're ready. So front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot. Rise up. So for crescent lunge, make sure your back hip is facing directly forward. Your back toes are facing directly forward. So if you face your hip and your toes out to the left, you're not getting what we want to get out of the pose. So you might as well modify and take a warrior one if that's where you're at, and that's fine. Otherwise, back hip faces forward, back toes face forward. Find power and stability in your legs. Pull your front hip back, pull your back hip forward. So you're hugging towards midline. Yes, you're plugging into center. So feel that navel to spine connection, your lowest, deepest abdominals engage. And as that happens, you might even lift your heart a little higher. You might even lengthen your spine a little more. Maybe take your gaze up. Reach through your fingertips. So not lazy fingers, but like there's energy shooting out of your fingers. Take one more big, huge inhale. As you exhale, lean forward and bring your hands to your front thigh. So you've got a diagonal line from the top of your head back to your heel. Draw your belly button in and up. So almost feel like you're rounding through just your low back. Now, keep that. See if you can lean further forward, float your back foot off the ground, warrior three variation. Keep pressing your hands into your front thigh. Keep drawing your belly button in and up. Your hips are square, so bend your standing leg a lot if it's helpful. Stay where you're at, or maybe try reaching your right arm forward. Maybe try reaching both arms forward, or maybe you take your arms out to the sides. Maybe you even take your arms back, so just play with your arms. Nice crime dog, take one more round. Good, awesome. Come back to crescent lunge, soft as you can. Left toes step back, arms to the sky. Inhale. Nice work. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground. And then let's twist. Left hand stays down, or just left fingertips are fine too. Right arm to the sky. So revolve lunge. Try to stay really strong through your back leg, almost as if the entire power of the pose is coming out of your back leg. So back foot is strong, back leg is strong. And then imagine you want to pull your right hip towards the back wall, but at the same time, right knee is hugging towards your left armpit. Breathe down into your belly and twist from your center. Take one more full breath, twist with your exhale. End of your exhale, good job. Let it go. Walk your hands over to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. So you're in a wide-legged straddle position. Inhale to a halfway lift. And if you want, this is just for fun, you can play with some arms. Reach your arms out, reach your arms forward, back. So see if you can find strength in your legs, in your back body, a connection to your center. And then whenever you're ready, just work into your fold. You can take it wherever you would like, about 5 breaths. So feel free to move around if you want to. Feel free to be still and simply breathe if you'd rather. Good, you guys. Rather than tuning out in these moments, which I know is so tempting, tune in, stay here, stay on your mat, stay in your body, stay with your breath. Couple more. Nice work, everybody. All right, listen carefully. We're gonna come back to a halfway lift. So inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then press into your feet and reverse swan dive all the way up to stand. Inhale, take your arms to the sky. And as you exhale, warrior two. So pivot your front toes to face forward, bend your front knee, reach forward and back. You should be in a warrior two if you need to. You can look down at your feet, maybe adjust if you'd like. Make sure your right butt cheek is wrapping underneath you rather than sticking out behind you. You guys look really good. Take one more full round of breath, just settling into your warrior two. Next inhale, reverse your warrior. So front palm rotates up, reach up, reach back. Keep the bend in your front knee, lunge deeply into your front knee, and keep the strength in your back leg. Options here, if you want, you can try a yin yang variation, left arm under in front of your body or behind your body. You could also reach up and grab your right wrist. So just some options if you want to play with them. Breathe into your right rib cage, right waistline. Imagine you're trying to lift your right ribs up away from your hip. Take one more great big inhale. Bend your front knee, reach through your fingertips. As you exhale, just cartwheel your hands to the ground. Step your back foot forward, forward fold. Bring your big toes to touch, little gap in between your heels, tiny little potato bug ball. So butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees. You can either work your heels down, see if you can press your heels down. That'll work ankle flexibility. Or you can lift your heels high and work the strength in your ankles, calves, feet, shins. Maybe you wrap your arms around your shins and give yourself a great big squeeze. Nice work. Breathe into your back body. Take one more. Inhale, halfway lift. So heels down, everybody, and then spine parallel to the ground. Yes. Exhale, bow and fold. And then listen here, chair pose. So bend your knees, weight in your heels, lift your heart, reach up. If you need to, you can stand up tall and then sit back down. So take a moment, feel into your chair. Nice, Caleb. Weight back in your heels. Awesome, Eddie. And then try to keep a little lift in your heart. So rather than looking down at the ground, look forward, look out in front of you. Soft through your face, soft through your shoulders. Try not to strain through your shoulders. Take one more inhale. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So swing your arms back, maybe float up to tiptoes. If you lift it to your tiptoes, all of a sudden you have more range of motion in your legs. So see if you can bend your knees a little more, get a little lower. Yes, take one more round. Stay on your tiptoes if you want to. High mountain all the way up as tall as you can grow. Squeeze through the fronts of your thighs. And then exhale, maybe you stay on your tiptoes, swan dive down, forward fold. Beautiful, friends, halfway lift position. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa or skip it. You make it your own. We'll see you back in down dog. Slow, intentional breath, slow, intentional movement. Ujjayi, reconnect. From your dog pose, inhale your left leg to the sky, three-legged. And then go ahead, whatever feels good to you here. So if it feels good to keep your hips square and to work the length, the strength from your fingertips all the way back to your left foot, awesome. If it feels good to open your left hip or to roll out your ankle or maybe circle your left knee a few times, go for it. This three-legged down dog, your expression today. What can you notice? How can you get more out of it for you? Big, spacious breaths. Next time you inhale, just extend your left leg super long, super strong. Push the ground away with your fingertips. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly. On your back, tippy toes. Breathe in, shoulders over wrists. See if you can lift higher through your waistline, round more through your spine, and then exhale, step forward, low lunge. When you are ready, slowly rise, crescent lunge, no hurry. So back hip faces directly forward, back toes face directly forward. If your back hip is facing out to the right or your back toes are facing out to the right, then maybe just modify with the warrior one today, and that's perfectly fine. If you are in crescent, work on pulling or hugging towards midline. So front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. That's your stability. That's your strong foundation. Low abdominals tone, heart lifts, and then reach through your fingertips. So energy coming out of your fingertips. Soften your face. Good. Nice, Patricia. Feel yourself in Crescent Lunge today. Breathe into it. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hands come down to your front thigh. Lean forward a little bit. So find a diagonal line of energy from the top of your head back to your heel. Make sure your left hip didn't shoot out to the left, so hug in with your inner thighs. Draw your belly button in and up like you're trying to puff up through your low back. And then when you're ready, lean forward, press into your front foot, back foot floats up, warrior 3 variation. Imagine that you're trying to stomp your back foot on the back wall. So your back leg is powerful and strong. It's not just hanging there really heavy. It's active, it's engaged. Keep pressing your hands into your front thigh or explore your arms. One or both arms reaches forward, out to the sides, back. Maybe just bring your hands to a prayer position. Good. Awesome job, you guys. One last round. Your fullest expression, whatever that looks like today. Then back to Crescent Lunge. Soft landing if possible. Right toe step back. Arms reach up. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come down. Right hand stays grounded, or you can lift your right fingertips. Left arm to the sky. Revolve Lunge. So try not to get lazy in your legs, but keep your legs strong. Twist from your center. Back leg is strong, back foot is strong. And then imagine you're trying to pull your left hip towards the back wall. At the same time, left knee hugs towards right armpit. Breathe down into your belly. See if you can use your last big breath. As you exhale, bring out even more. End of your exhale. Good job. Unwind. Walk your hands over to the right long edge of your mat. So straighten out your legs, parallel your feet. Inhale to a halfway lift. And if you want, explore some arms. Eventually working into your fold, or if you want to move around, feel free. About 5 breaths. Rather than tuning out, stay here, stay present. Notice whatever there is to notice without judgment, but just observation. So we don't come to this practice, to this class to be like, oh, I suck at yoga. I'm so inflexible. I'm so stiff. We come to this practice. We come to our mats to just meet ourselves right where we're at. We're like, oh, this feels like a lot today, so I'm going to bend my knees. Oh, this feels like a lot today, so I'm just going to hang out here and breathe. Or maybe you feel really energized. You want to move into a headstand. So be with your pose right here, right now. Be with yourself. Feel. And use what you feel to respond and to adjust. Next time you inhale, come back to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold deeply, empty out, and then press into your feet. Lead with your heart, rise, reverse swan dive. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, warrior 2. So left toes pivot forward, bend your left knee, reach your arms forward and back. So left toes forward, right toes out to the right. Make sure your butt's not sticking out behind you, but your left butt cheek is wrapping underneath you. And when you wrap your left butt cheek, sometimes your right hip kind of shoots forward. Pull it back. Try to keep your pelvis nice and neutral while allowing your hips to open. Next time you breathe in, reverse your warrior. Front palm rotates up, reach up, try to touch the sky, and then reach back. Keep the deep bend in your front knee. Keep the strength in your back leg. Press into the outer edges of both feet. If you want to try a variation, that yin yang version, right arm under in front or in back, or even grabbing your left wrist, go for it. Big deep breaths. See if you can lift your left rib cage up away from your left hip just a tiny bit more. Take one more inhale, bend your front knee, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground. Pivot to the ball of your back foot and just step your back foot forward. See if you can come straight into your tiny little potato bug ball. Yeah, big toes touch. Little gap in your heels. Heels high or heels low, hands on the ground, or wrap your arms. Breathe into your back body. As you exhale, get as small and as compact as you can. See if you can find your very center. Take one more big breath. Good job. Inhale to a halfway lift. So realign, lengthen out. Exhale, bow and fold. Let it go. Root through your feet. And let's rise all the way up to stand. Inhale, arms to the sky. Big full body stretch. Hands to heart. Exhale. We'll move through that entire sequence. Slowly, breath to movement. Inhale, arms to the sky. Side body stretch of your choice towards the door. So exhale, up and over to the right. Inhale, come through center, realign, re-extend. Your choice, over to the left, up and over, exhale. Inhale, back to center, reach, realign, and exhale, baby back bend, cactus your arms, make it come from your mid and your upper back, curl open, lift your sternum. Inhale, re-extend. And with your exhale, swan dive, ever so slowly, take it all the way down. Good. Halfway lift with your inhale. How much length can you create? Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. See if you can keep that exhale going as you lower, chaturanga. Inhale, peel your heart open. Keep your shoulders down and back. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips high, spine long. All right, great big in-breath. Right leg to the sky. Stretch it out. Now use your core. Step your right foot forward softly. Inhale, crescent lunge. Slowly rise, strong through your legs. Exhale, hands to your front thigh. Lean forward, navel to spine. Prepare to balance. And inhale, back foot floats off the ground. Warrior 3 variation. You're going to stay here and hold for your exhale. Option to add some arms. Good job. Back to crescent lunge. Breathe in and reach up. Soft landing if possible. Exhale, hands to the earth. Now find your twist as you inhale. So right arm to the sky. Perhaps follow with your gaze. Gaze up. Exhale, let it go. Walk your hands over to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Add arms if you want to. Lots of length. And then exhale, bow, fold, empty out. Now listen, press into your feet. Reverse swan dive. Breathe all the way up to stand. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior 2. So right toes pivot forward, front knee bends. And then inhale, reverse. Reach up, reach back. Lots of length through your right side. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground, straight into your tiny little potato bug ball. So step forward, get small. Halfway lift as you inhale, heels down, spine long. Exhale, forward fold, butt towards the sky, crown towards the ground, navel to spine. Chair pose. So bend your knees, weight back in your heels, heart lifts. And then exhale, you choose chair plane or drinking bird. So maybe float to tiptoes. Stay on your tiptoes if you'd like, all the way up as tall as you can grow, high mountain. Possibly stay on your tiptoes. Slow swan dive down, forward fold, big balance challenge. Halfway lift with your heels on the ground as you inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa, lower down. You can always skip it if you'd rather. Inhale, peel your heart open, keep your shoulders down and back. Exhale, down dog. Big, spacious breath. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Strong through your left leg. Strong through your left foot. Exhale, use your core. Step your left foot through as soft as you can. Low lunge. Nice job. And then crescent lunge, rise up, reach up, even gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to your front thigh, lean forward, navel to spine connection, prepare for your balance. And inhale, back foot floats up, warrior three variation. Stay here for your exhale, option to add arms if you'd like. Your fullest expression, then come back, soft landing, crescent lunge, inhale. Nice job, exhale, slowly bring your hands to the earth. Revolve lunge, left arm to the sky, open up the left side of your heart, gaze up at your left fingertips. Exhale, unwind, walk your hands over to the right long edge of your mat, parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Halfway lift, breathe in, everything long. You can add arms if you want. Exhale, bow deeply, work your fold all the way to empty in your breath. Reverse swan dive, so root through your feet, lead with your heart. Inhale, arms to the sky. Warrior two, exhale, left toes pivot forward, bend your left knee, reach forward and back. Reverse warrior. Reach up, reach back, keep that deep bend in your front knee, lengthen your left side. Good, and then exhale, cartwheel your hands down, step your back foot forward, straight into your little tiny potato bug ball. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bow, fold, empty out. Root through your feet, rise up. Inhale, arms to the sky. Hands to heart, exhale. Let's go through that flow once more. Listen for a few small changes. Inhale, reach up. Side body stretch of your choice over towards the door, over to the right, exhale. Inhale through center, realign. Other side, up and over. Use your breath all the way to empty. Inhale, back up. Baby back bend, cactus your arms, curl open. Lift your heart, keep your face soft. Inhale, re-extend, realign. And then slow swan dive takes you down, forward fold, no rush. Halfway lift with your inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. So keep that exhale going as you lower. Maybe you're even holding empty. Inhale, peel your heart open and stay for your back bend. Don't just move through it. Feel it first, then back to down dog. Yes, exhale as you move back. Right leg to the sky on your inhale. Now you can hang out here if you want. Otherwise, exhale, right knee, left elbow. So get as close as you can. Thanks, crime dog. Inhale, three-legged, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Get as high as you can on your right arm. Yes, inhale, three-legged. Stretch it out. Now everybody, exhale, knee to your nose, then step through low lunge. Rise up, breathe in, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to your front thigh. Last time, prepare for your balance. Inhale, back foot floats up. Warrior three variation. Stay here for your exhale. Option to add arms. Your fullest expression. Nice work. Awesome, Eddie. And then back to crescent. Soft landing if possible. Left toes, step back, arms reach up. Good job. Hands come down. Exhale. Right arm to the sky with your in-breath. Open up the right side of your heart. Exhale, unwind. Walk your hands over the left long edge. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Everything lengthens. Exhale, bow. Work your fold. Crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky. Navel to spine. Now press into your feet. Lead with your heart, reverse swan dive. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Pivot your right toes forward, bend your right knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach up, reach back, long through your right side. Bend your right knee more. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, back foot forward, tiny little potato bug ball, all the way to empty. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, bow, fold. Good job, chair pose. So weight in your heels, bend your knees, lift your heart, reach up. Chair plane or drinking bird. Exhale, swing your arms back, maybe float to tiptoes. Stay on your tiptoes if you'd like. High mountain, balance challenge all the way up. Maybe stay on your tiptoes, swan dive down. Good, heels on the ground for your in-breath, halfway lift. Exhale, nice, Andrea. Plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga, or you can always skip it if you'd rather. Inhale, find your back bend. Don't just move through it. Feel it. Hit the pose. Then go back to down dog with your exhale. Yes. All right. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Stretch it out. You can hold here if you want. Otherwise, exhale, left knee, right elbow. Get as close as you can. Use your obliques. Push the ground away. Inhale, three-legged. And exhale, left to left. So aim for your left arm to get super high on your left arm as you come forward. Inhale, three-legged. And then everybody knee to your nose. Step forward softly. Low lunge. Crescent lunge. Breathe in and rise. Strong legs. Exhale, hands to your front thigh. Prepare for your balance. One last time on this side. And inhale, back foot floats up. Warrior three. Stay as you exhale. Option to add arms if you'd like. Back leg super strong. Come back to crescent. Soft landing. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to the earth. Got your twist. Breathe in. Open up through your left side. Good. Exhale, unwind. Hands over to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten your legs. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, bow. Fold all the way to empty. Root through your feet. Reverse swan dive. Take it all the way up. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Front toes face forward. Bend your front knee. Reverse warrior. Left palm rotates up. Reach back. Keep the bend in your front knee. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step your back foot forward. Tiny little potato bug ball. We're going to hang out in our potato bug ball. Or if you want, you can turn it into a toe stand. Squeeze your inner knees, inner thighs, inner heels. Point your knees forward and see if you can bring your hands up to your heart. So balancing on your tiptoes. Soft through your face. Slow in your breath. Good. Take about 2 more. From here, you guys, you can choose. You can either plant your hands and just step your feet back. Perfect. If you want, you can plant your hands, play for a moment with a crow pose, if that's in your practice, and then either step your feet back. If a jump back is in your practice or you've been working on it, you can jump back. Move through a vinyasa on your own, or you can skip it, eventually child's pose. So just resting right back where we began. You can take your time. Once you're in your child's pose, you can imagine you're coming back to the very beginning of practice. Just simply notice, simply feel, simply observe. Feel your slow, steady breaths. If they've sped up, inhales and exhales are moving fast. See if you can slow them down. Smooth them out. Maybe give yourself a couple open mouth sighs. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. Just feel the energy inside of your body, that energy that we've stirred up. Feel it circulating around. Maybe there's some way you come back to your own intention. Maybe there's some way you visualize or embody it here. And then in your next couple of breaths, my friends, downward facing dog. All right, from your dog pose, inhale, take your right leg to the sky, and then listen, slowly crawl your hands back to your left foot, coming into standing splits. So keep your right leg as high as you can. As you crawl your hands back, try to stay connected to your center. So you'll be at the back of your mat in standing splits. I don't care how high your right leg is, but lift it as high as you can. Crown of your head towards the ground, forehead towards your shin, nose towards your knee. If you would like, you can even play with your balance, left arm behind left leg. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. See if you can spread your right toes as your right leg floats in the air. Take one more big inhale. As you exhale, Shiva squat. So right knee tucks into the back of your left knee. Both knees bend, get small, curl in. Inhale, re-extend your right leg up. Do two more like that. Exhale, Shiva squat. Right knee tucks into the back of left knee. Get small, curl in, hollow out your belly. Inhale, right leg high, super high this time. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, right leg high. And then exhale, crawl your hands forward until you are in a three-legged plank position. So you're in a plank pose with your right leg hovering. From here, my friends, you can either stay or here's your challenge. See if you can lift up to your left fingertips. See if you can reach your left arm forward for teeter-totter. So left arm forward, right leg back. Stay connected to your center. Really press down with your right hand. Let yourself shake and wobble like a teeter-totter. That's okay. Take one more round. End of your exhale, set your hand and your foot down. So regular plank, and then just slowly lower down. So all the way to your belly. Baby Cobra. Lift your heart. Use your back strength rather than your arm strength. Keep your heart lifted. Float your hands up and reach your hands back. See if you can keep your heart lifted. Float your feet up. Reach your toes back. Hug in with your inner thighs. Nice job. And see if you can feel your back muscles squeeze around your spine. Back of your neck long, so gaze slightly down rather than straight forward. Take one more huge breath. Float up with your inhale. End of your exhale, just relax, let it go. You can rest your head to either side. Maybe windshield wiper your shins or shimmy your hips a little bit. Breathe down into your low back. Good job, my friends. Rise up to hands and knees, tabletop position. So hands and knees, it seems pretty basic, but there's lots to notice. So really push the ground away with your hands so you're not sinking into your elbows or your wrists. So use your muscles. Keep pushing with your left hand. So keep that work in your left arm as you take your right arm forward and your left leg back. So as you reach your right arm forward, your left arm is strong. You're not sinking into your elbow and your wrist joint. Again, you're using muscles. Notice, is your belly dropping down towards the ground? And if so, can you pull it in and up? So just like in our Warrior 3, imagine you're trying to puff up through your low back. Take one more big inhale. Reach, long, strong, straight line. Exhale, elbow to knee. Slowly curl in, hollow out. Good. Inhale, re-extend. Try not to arch your back, but find that strong, straight, powerful line. Exhale, elbow to knee. Slow and smooth, like you're moving through honey. Inhale, lengthen. This is your last one. Good job. Exhale, elbow to knee. Hollow out, empty out. Inhale, re-extend. Nice work. And then exhale, set just your right hand down. Pivot on your right knee so your right foot comes off the side of your mat. Left arm to the sky, modified side plank. Left foot can come down if you want to further modify. Reach your left arm forward like you're trying to touch the front and back wall at the same time. Notice your right arm. Is it strong or are you sinking into your elbow and your wrist? Use your muscles. Stay here or bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot, kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Try not to kick your foot up, but rather kick your foot back and rotate your heart to look up. Press your hips gently forward. Good. Breathe. Slow, deep breaths. One more round wherever you're at. Beautiful, my friends. End of your exhale. Release. Come back to hands and knees. And then from hands and knees, come down to your forearms, set up for a dolphin pose. Grab opposite elbows. Forearms either parallel, palms face down, fingers spread wide, or to modify, you can interlace your fingers instead. Relax your neck, tuck your toes, lift your knees, and lift your hips. So get your hips as high in the air as you can. Walk your toes closer to your elbows if you can. Try not to let your elbows drift apart. Awesome pulls. So keep squeezing in with your elbows and your upper arms. Keep pressing down through your thumbs and your index. Stay here or right leg to the sky. So use the power in your right leg to lift you out of your arms, out of your upper body. Stay here, or if you want to play with a few little hops, you're more than welcome to do so. Take about 2 more breaths. Keep hugging in with your upper arms. Relax your neck. Draw your ribs in. Good job, you guys. One last round. And come on down. So right foot down, knees down. Just relax. Child, embryo. If you want, you can take screaming toe. I saw a couple of you taking that before. So if you're feeling it today, feel free to go there. Just give yourself a moment to relax, to soften. Reconnect to your breath. Feel whatever there is to feel going on inside your body. Maybe a couple open mouth sighs. Downward facing dog. Good, Eddie. All right, from your dog pose, inhale your left leg to the sky. And then slowly and intentionally, as gracefully as you can, start to crawl your hands back. So try not to be really heavy on your hands, but imagine that invisible rope attached to your center. So it's kind of lifting you, making you lighter. Once you are in standing splits at the back of your mat, just hold there for a moment. Work the pose. So left leg really high as you can lift it, even if that's 2 inches away from the ground. Spread through your left toes. If you want to wrap your right arm behind your right leg, go for it. Try not to look forward, but instead look back or even look up. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. So left knee tucks into the back of right knee. Both knees bend, curl in, get really small. Inhale, re-extend, left leg high. Exhale, Shiva squat, curl in, left knee tucks to the back of right. Good. Inhale, re-extend. Spread through your toes. One last time. Shiva squat. Curl in, round. Inhale, reach your left leg super high. And then as you exhale, stay connected to your center. Slowly start to crawl your hands forward again, coming into a three-legged plank pose. So eventually, plank position, left leg is hovering. Notice, are your arms strong or are you sinking into your elbows and your wrists? Use your muscles. Stay here or see if you can lift to your right fingertips. And then if you're on your right fingertips, see if you can reach your right arm forward, teeter-totter, right arm forward, left leg back. Connect to your center. Yeah, press down through your left hand, strong through your left arm. Your right leg is strong. Take one more round. Good, and then set your hand and your foot down, lower down, all the way to your belly. Baby Cobra. Lift your heart, and then move into locust. Float your hands up, reach them back. Float your feet up, reach them back. You can stay here or interlace your fingers and see if you can use your arms to lift a little higher. Use the leverage. Open through the fronts of your shoulders. Good. Back muscles hug around your spine. Nice, Andrea. Hug in with your inner thighs. Use your mid-back strength. Just one more breath. End of your exhale, let it go. Rest your head to either side. Windshield wiper your shins if you want. Shimmy your hips if you'd like. Slow, steady, diaphragmatic breath. All the way down. Rise up to your hands and knees, tabletop. So hands and knees, it seems so simple. If you pay attention, there's a million things that you can notice and adjust. So spread your fingers really wide and actively press down through your fingertips. Feel your arm muscles, feel your shoulders, even your pectorals engage. If you can find this strength in a tabletop, then you'll be able to find it in a plank. You'll be able to find it when you do chaturanga. So we're working on building muscle memory. Keep the strength in your right arm. Take your left arm forward, right leg back. Good, Halls. So as you reach forward and back, don't just sink into your right wrist and elbow, and then don't let your belly drop down. So pull your belly button in and up like you're trying to puff up your low back, just like we did earlier in our warrior 3. Take one more big inhale, super long, super strong, super stable. Exhale, elbow to knee like you're moving through honey. Slow, smooth movement. Inhale, re-extend, slow and steady. So we're working stabilization. Exhale, elbow to knee. Curl in, round even through your mid-back. Inhale, lengthen. Try not to arch, but just strong and straight. One more time, elbow to knee. Use your core, navel to spine connection. Good job. Inhale, lengthen. Nice, Patricia. And then set your left hand down. Pivot your left on your left knee, so your left foot comes out behind you, and then right arm up for modified side plank. Right foot can come down if you want to further modify. Reach your right arm forward and find as much length in your right side as you can. You can stay here or option to bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot. Rather than kicking your foot up, foot kicks back, heart looks up. So take your gaze up and see if maybe your heart will follow. Yeah. Nice, Eddie. One more huge breath, your fullest expression. See if you can spread your toes as you hold your foot in your hand. End of your exhale, slowly release, unwind back to hands and knees. Just one more dolphin pose. This is your last big power pose. So come down to your forearms. If it's helpful, grab opposite elbows to help you set up. Forearms parallel or interlace your fingers for a little less intensity. Relax your neck, tuck your toes, lift your knees, and lift your hips super high. So pop up your hips as high as they will go. Walk your toes in as close as you can to your elbows without letting them drift apart. So keep hugging in with your upper arms. Keep pressing down through the belly of your forearms, through your thumbs and your index. Stay where you're at, or left leg lifts. So left leg really strong and powerful. If you want to take some hops, feel free. You want to stay where you're at and breathe. Perfect. Soft through your face, loose through your forehead. Keep hugging in with your elbows, upper arms, push the ground away. One last great big breath. And if your exhale, left foot down, knees down, resting pose. So child, embryo, heroes, screaming toe. Take a moment, just feel, just relax, just observe. A couple open mouth sighs if you'd like. And then next couple of breaths, downward facing dog. All right, from your dog pose, take your right leg to the sky, inhale. And then pigeon pose, exhale, set your right shin down at the top of your mat. And set your body down gently, good. So right knee closer to the outer right edge of your mat rather than midline. Nice job. And then pull just like you do in Crescent Lunge. Pull front hip back, back hip forward. Build the structure or what we call the integrity of the pose. Bow as you are ready. If you'd rather take this on your back, if it works better for you there, please feel free. Slow, deep breath. Unclench your jaw. Notice, where do you tense up without even realizing it? Where you could possibly soften a little more. So maybe in your neck, your shoulders, hands, fingers. What would it feel like if you could soften through your heart? What would it feel like if you could just soften energetically? Think about 3, 4 more breaths. Maybe your last breath is a big open mouth sigh. Slowly begin to find your way back to a 3-legged down dog. And give your right leg a little shake out. You can take your time. If you're on the ground, if you're on your back and you want to stay there, just take some movement to neutralize before moving to the other side. If you are in 3-legged dog, your right leg's getting a nice little shake out. Maybe you want to flip your dog as a counter pose, just an option if you would like to take it. If you do take the back bend, give yourself at least a couple breaths there. And then everybody meet in downward facing dog. Just walk it out. You can move through a vinyasa. You can take a couple cat-cow. If you are on your back, move into pigeon with your left ankle on top of your right side. If you're in down dog, left leg to the sky, inhale. And exhale, left shin forward, gently set your body down. So left knee towards the outer left edge of your mat rather than midline. And slowly settle in. Left hip is pulling back and even slightly up as your heart goes forward. Breathe. See if you can breathe bigger than you thought you could. See if you can take deeper inhales than you thought. And then make your exhales last longer than your inhales. Allow yourself, allow your body to just sit in sensation and not need to get out of it. So it's okay to be a little bit uncomfortable for a few breaths. Let your body know that it's okay, it's safe, you can relax, you can let go. Slow, deep breath exhales a little longer than inhales. About 4 or 5 more. Open mouth size at any time. And I will just leave it up to you. So when you feel pretty much even with your pigeon on both sides, start that slow mindful transition back to a 3-legged down dog. Give your left leg a little shake out. Maybe flip your dog as a counter pose. So any last little bits of movement from downward facing dog that you want to take. One last vinyasa if you want it, or just pedal out your heels. You're down on your back. Take any movement that calls to you. Wait for us there. If you are in down dog and you want to turn it into a child's pose for a moment, feel free. And then everyone in your next couple breaths or so, just find your way down onto your back, however you want to get there, whichever direction you would like to face. Once you're on your back, just draw your knees in towards your belly and find a gentle rock from side to side. Just give your low back a little massage against the ground. Supine spinal twist. Let your knees fall to either side. If there is a specific variation of a spinal twist that you're feeling today, you're welcome to take it. And go to either side first. About 5 breaths on each side. Just let the ground hold more and more of your weight with every breath. After about 5 rounds on one side, slow transition to the other side. So feel your breath moving all the way down into your belly. Feel your body just kind of melt around the twist each time you exhale. Take your time, but when you've twisted both ways, you feel pretty even on both sides.
Come back to center and find a happy baby pose. So in happy baby, just give yourself a moment, maybe rock it out. Maybe even stretch one leg out long and then the other. Maybe both at the same time. And then from happy baby, if there are any last poses, any last movements, last stretches that you would like to take to complete your practice for you, give yourself just a few breaths to do so. My thought for you as you slowly start to finish off your practice and eventually find your way into your final relaxation. My thought for you today is by young Pueblo. He says, if you need to take it slow, do so boldly. The speed of society can be exhausting. Technology can feel draining. The false competition in your mind against others can decrease your happiness. Personal success is more likely when you focus on your path and live without rushing. So for these last few moments, allow yourself to slow down. Allow your body to just rest, your muscles to relax and to soften. And as I play my bowls, imagine your body is just wide open, open to receive. And let the vibrations, let the sound, let the frequency, let it move through your body. So rather than hearing it with your brain, with your mind, imagine taking in the sound just from the inside. Let it move through you. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. Just start to bring gentle movement back into your body. Might feel nice to give yourself a little temple massage or forehead massage, or maybe take a full body stretch. And then as you're ready, roll to either side, fetal position. And just give yourself a moment to rest on your side body a little bit longer, letting the ground hold all of your weight. Just curl into yourself this nurturing pose and kind of let all the energy, all the effort from our practice today, from that sound bath, just let it all sink in, let it absorb, let it soak in. Come back to your own personal intention if you did set one, and do the same with that. Let it soak in, let it become a part of you. Visualize that in some way, shape, or form that makes sense to you, that resonates for you. And then using the strength in your arms, just slowly guide yourself up into seated meditation, or just a comfortable seat facing towards the front of the room, the front of our space. So sit up nice and tall and gather your hands to your heart, just intentionally closing our practice. So bow your head to your heart and just acknowledge yourself for making the effort, taking the time to be here, to roll out your mat, to do your practice, to connect with your body, your breath, and a deeper part of yourself. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. Namaste. Okay, friends, good job. You have a puppy. You're so welcome. If you have any questions, you can always ask. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks, cuties.
Hi, Susie Q. Love you.
Good morning.
Thank
Love
you.
you. Bye, Mary.
Bye, Mama.